Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thursday to you all, or happy whatever day of the week it is when you are watching this. Not a whole lot of new music today, which works in my favor because today and tomorrow are going to be today was a very busy day, and tomorrow is going to be another very busy day for me. But we still have new music, and we're still going to check it out because it's from a group that we've covered pretty extensively, I feel like. And it's a group that musically plays right into my hand, plays into my musical interest. ILY are back with brand new music. It's a single, which may or may not be for their anniversary, right? Right, when was Love and Bloom? 2 years ago, so possibly a 2-year anniversary single. I don't know, but that's besides the point. ILY are back with new music titled IMMM. I don't even know if it's supposed to be pronounced in like one solid chunk or if it's like a acronym for something. But honestly, that's pretty much about all I know about this. We're just gonna send it. ILY usually impress me with their music. They've always done something just a little bit different, but also have managed to kind of keep me invested, even though they can go multiple different directions. I'm always invested every single time they drop new music. Still don't know the names of everyone. In fact, the only member I can really confidently name is probably Elba. I cannot for the life of me figure out putting names to faces for this group. I find them so difficult. I don't know why. One day I'll get there. But in the meantime, we have an MV to check out, so here we go! I've just had a look on Spotify because I could not for the life of me figure out what their discography looked like right now. I do not remember like their last two releases. Like I'm pretty sure we checked out the New Chapter EP on the channel, and I don't know if we did To My Boyfriend because it doesn't look familiar to me. I don't even know if this was an actual like release or not, just because the streaming numbers look a little bit lower than the other ones, but maybe we did do To My Boyfriend. I can't remember. That's weird. Oh, why? There's certain groups where it's like, I'll look through the discography and think, why do I not remember that? I should go back and listen to those. But, first release in a few months, I think. To My Boyfriend was, what, end of October? So, to see. Just over 5 months. And, yeah, that's... But I think that's all the pre-watch waffling I have. I don't know what type of music this is going to be, what type of genre it's going to be, and I don't really have any idea from like guessing standpoint what this is going to sound like, just because they're really good at switching it up every time. So here we go.
It's a new day and a brand new me. Let's talk about me, myself, and I.
Hello dance beat, and also hello vocal harmony. Some disco elements in there. Yep, we got the disco strings. Oh, ooh, different little vocal mix to finish the verse. What's this drop gonna be? Oh, it's a full dance song. But it's still got the little like classic, I don't want to call it classic, but the ILY little vocal bits in it. This is definitely one of those move along songs though. A rap verse in an ILY title? What? and that has caught me off guard. I was not expecting a like dance break heavy rap verse to come in like that. Even less so from an ILY track. The switch in the vocal delivery at the end of the verses is so nice though. I love the extra sass in it. The groove is very nice though. Loving the little sax hits in there too. It is different. There's a lot of stuff that's different. Repeat the final bar. Oh, and the staggered finish to boot. Okay, okay. I, my, me, mine. Golly. That is different, isn't it? Wow. It's... Gosh, I really wish I remembered what the previous two releases sounded like. Well, I'm pretty sure... Well, let's see. I still have Spotify pulled up. My Color from New Chapter, I'm pretty sure was along the lines of Twinkle Twinkle, because they were both kind of reminiscent of that like 2017 2018's era like Christian horse girl group music, right? Heavy on the strings, really pretty, almost a little elegant like. Why do I not remember To My Boyfriend? Oh, this is really bothering me now. But anyways, for me, when ILY debuted 2 years ago, they, for me, were like one of the small selection of recently debuted groups that carried the torch for that symphonic pop sound, you know, that Christian horse girl music. And to me, that subgenre of girl group music will always hold a special place in my heart because that's the type of music that got me into K-pop as a whole. I've said this list before and I'll say it again. You know, your early G Friends, Lovelies, your early Oh My Girls, kind of like, you know, Secret Garden, Fifth Season, Closer, that era. Your Dias, your Labooms to an extent. Like, there was a time when that type of like really string heavy girl group music was very much kind of like the standard for a lot of groups, and that's when I got involved with the genre. But it's really gone out of fashion nowadays. So to have a group like ILY when they debuted, and also CSR, I usually bring those two up when it comes to recent like girl groups of this nature. They were like the torchbearers that carried that sound forward, and while they have kind of each strayed away from that to a certain extent, this switch up from ILY this time around has really surprised me, but in a really good way, because they pull off this kind of funky... Oh, excuse me, I just had dinner. The funky, like, bouncy, high-energy dance song like this, and yet it still has traces of the classic ILY that I fell in love with. I mean, it's got strings, sure. It's a completely different set of strings. It's not like classical strings, it's disco era strings, but it's got the vocal prettiness to it. It's got the smoothness of it, and it's super easy to listen to. Like, go from the beginning. Go from the beginning again.
It's a new day and a brand new me. Let's talk about me, myself, and I.
Alrighty, like, the song really hasn't started yet, right? Now is when, like, the bulk of the song starts. Well, rude. Thank you for interrupting me, phone. Where was I? What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the way the song starts. The song, even with just like a rhythmic vocal part and one singular bass part, it's already telegraphing what like the pacing of the song is going to be, what you're kind of what is in store for you. And there's no surprises once the song starts. But you already know at this point the beat is going to be magical. The beat is going to be really groovy, but it's also really nice to listen to. And if we keep it rolling, give me that harmony again. I am a sucker for a good vocal harmony, man. But still, that to me is like little sprinkle of classic ILY1. But now it's evolving into a proper dance beat, right? That little detail is so cool to me. I mean, let me finish the thought about the instrumental part, but the song is gradually building as a pop song is supposed to do. We've got all these elements, we've got the different instruments contributing to the kind of the disco dance feel to it. But it's still non-obtrusive to the vocal part. The groove is still very consistent. It doesn't feel like it's gonna rush off at some point. It doesn't feel like it's dragging at all. The pacing, you can keep up with it. It's not too fast. And it's one of those where you can just kind of vibe to it and not really pay attention to it. It's such an easy song to listen to that you can just pop it on in your headphones and you can just kind of groove along to it in any way you want. However big or however small you want to groove along to, the song accommodates that. As for this little vocal part at the end, I love the delivery switch up to add just a little bit more sass to finish the verse. It might be a mixing thing, but I think it's so well done. Because then, take it down, nice and soft, mid and treble heavy. Vocal harmonies in the background. And then to add that kind of like layered vocal part and the that's me to bring the bass back in, it's creating that contrast, right? That element where you bring that bass back in to provide the rich full sound of the chorus. That is the drop now. Pre-chorus, no bass. Chorus, all the bass. And the groove, just kind of enjoy it. And it's automatic. Nice proper post-chorus too, with the sax hits. And the second verse, absolutely no warning whatsoever. I did not know ILY1 were capable of that. Like, I was not aware of your skills, ma'ams. I'm trying to think, have we ever had a, like, this definitive of a proper rap verse in an ILY1 title before? Because that's cool. That's really cool. I think maybe it's not coming to mind just because I feel like the two most recent releases that are coming to mind right now are My Color and Twinkle Twinkle, and those are very, like, symphonic pop coded songs, so maybe that's why it's not coming to mind. But that rap verse is so cool. It comes out of nowhere, it hits you, it smacks you in the face like, I didn't know you were capable of that. But the one thing that's irking me, and it's nothing to do with the music, it's a personal like thing. Elba's voice reminds me of someone, and I don't know who it is. Her voice, her tone she takes in this rap verse just reminds me of someone, and I have no idea who I'm trying to think of. Who is that? It's like a little bit higher tone. It's got a little bit of the snarkiness to it, but also slight bit nasally. Who is that? Oh, that's gonna bother me. The flow is great. I love a 1-2 rep verse. I think it would have been cool if we got them really jumping back and forth, kind of like call and response type of dealio. Going back to back, I'm not mad at it. I'm mad at the fact that I don't know who she reminds me of. It is a good time though. It is a very good time, and it's one of those songs where you press play, you just kind of go, you groove. You have to groove. It's one of those songs that is like automatically groovable, and that's really interesting to me. It's very nice though. I'm gonna playlist that immediately, and hopefully it pops up on the Spotify shuffle tomorrow in the train or something like that. But that is it from me today. Lots of waffling on this one. Thank you all for bearing with me, but also thank you all for watching along with me. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today: let us work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day to day, and know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.